Shalom, as always, we're going to start with Colossians 3 and 17. Giving all praise and glory to the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Colossians 3 and 17. And whatsoever you do in word or deed, do all by Hashem Mashiach Yahushai, giving thanks to the Most High and the Father by Hashem Mashiach Yahushai. So all that we say and do is going to be as always. In the name of the Lord and Savior, giving praise and glory to the Most High, we thank Him for everything, for He is worthy to be praised for everything. And we can't thank Him enough. Because we see this day, everybody that can hear my voice and see my face, you know that the Most High is worthy to be praised because we see this day. Without Him, we would be nothing. Nothing at all. Period. So we can thank Him. And it's very important that we give all praise and glory to Him for everything. Look at 1 Kings 8 and 61. Let your heart, meaning your mind, therefore, be perfect with the Most High our power, to walk in His statutes and to keep His commandments as at this day. And that's then, and that's forever. Verse 60, that all the people of the earth may know that the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob is the power, and that there is none else. That's why we pray to the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob forever and ever and ever. So, let me give you some understanding on who I'm talking about and his characteristics and who he is as Mr. Jealous himself. You see a dictionary? You see my dictionary on the desk right there? Look down. It's right there. Look up jealous. Look up the word jealous. So we're going to cover this tonight in a real way. I want you to get Exodus 34 and 14. Like I say, looking around, seeking out. This is something that I see a lot of people are not really looking at.
Jealous.
You got it?
Got it.
Read it.
Jealous. Fearful of losing affection or position. Another one. Resentful or bitter in rivalry, envious. Arising from feelings of envy, apprehension, or bitterness. Vigilant in guarding something. That was jealous.
That's it. Okay. That's enough. That's enough to let you know what jealous means. So now let's look at Exodus 34 and 14. Now before we get to Exodus 20 and 5. Exodus 20 and 5. Well, I'll read verse 4. Now let's read. This is the Ten Commandments, so let's read it from the top to deal with the first part of what the Most High says. And the Most High spake all these words, saying, I am the Most High thy power, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. So Egypt means bondage, captivity, and slavery. Because we were all 12 tribes were in Egyptian captivity under the Egyptians, the Hamites. We as Shemites were in captivity under the Hamites, so-called Africans today. Egyptians, Mizraim. It says, thou shalt have no other. It says gods before me, but we know God is dog spelled backwards. And that's a European invention. And I'll go into that one day to show you exactly where that comes from. But it says, thou shalt have no other idols before me. Right here. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Here it is. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, the Most High, thy power, am a jealous power, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. That's our power. And showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. So you want this mercy and you're not keeping the commandments? Now how do people think they have a mercy and they telling you that you're not under the law? I'll tell you in a minute. We're not under the law, we're under mercy and grace. And showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me, and the only way you love him and keep my commandments is to keep his commandments, do what he say do, follow his rules and regulations. Verse 7 is key. Mark this. Thou shalt not take the name of the Most High thy power in vain. For the Most High will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain. You see? That's why you got to be careful when you calling on the Most High. Now let's look at Exodus 34 and 14. Oh yeah, we got to look at the Most High. The little that he allow us to look at him at this time, therefore you can't look at him. You can't see him. You better be knowing him. That's why I'm trying to bring him to you. Exodus 34 and 14. Thou shalt worship no other idols. He told us in the Ten Commandments. No other power but the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. For the Most High, whose name is jealous, is a jealous power. Lest thou make a covenant with the inhabitants of the land, and they go a-whoring after their idols. And this is what everybody has done mostly. Have went a-whoring after these other nations, including the contemporary slavery that we in now, during this time. People are going a-whoring after their idols. They set up their own idols. Look at Jesus, for instance, come from the Greek and the Latin, I-E-S-U-S, you know, and they put it to people now. What is G-J-S-U-S? Well, how you say that in Spanish?
Jesus.
Jesus. Zeus is a Greek god. Zeus is a Greek god. J-E-S-U-S. They just changed it around. Like they got Santa. Cause. Change it around as what? Satan. Cause. I mean, they just put it in your face so you figure it out. Because you know that we destroyed for lack of knowledge. We don't want to think. They done dumbed us down so much that you can't think. That's why whenever you're able to think, then you become a threat. When you're able to think. Ain't no problem as long as you dumb down. They ain't worried about them. They just pawns in the game. You know what I mean? Like chessboard. You got the pawns that go out there and do all the work. That's the 2/3. See, we as the 1/3, you gotta have your mind thinking. That's why it says, for thou shalt worship no other idol. For the Most High, whose name is jealous. Hear that? His name is jealous. You want to send up the prayer, say, you send up your prayer to the name that is called jealous, the Most High. See, people want to talk about his name, whose name is jealous. Hear that? Is a jealous power. Lest thou make a covenant with the inhabitants of the land, and they go a-whoring after their idols. And one call thee, and do sacrifice unto their idols. And one call thee, and thou eat of his sacrifice. See? And this is what the Most High is telling them. They say, and thou take of their daughters unto thy sons, and their daughters go a-whoring after their idols, and make thy sons go a-whoring after their idols. See? This is what the Most High is telling them. His name is jealous. Thou shalt make thee no molten gods, no molten images. See? Because these images were made to bow down to. That's why you see you can't bow down to whatever it is. You know, we have so many things now, when people try to be so technical and you want to examine everything, don't you realize the heathen know we went into captivity for our iniquity? What you think? Everything you dealing with is pure, and you ain't growing your own food. You're not dealing with whatever it is that you have. Is you don't know what they done went into the spirit to be able to come up with, to make sure that there's some wickedness in it. I mean, you gotta tell with everything. You gotta walk around pretty much butt naked because you ain't supposed to have no mixed materials. So everything that it says you're not supposed to do, they doing it. So you gotta walk around butt naked. Pretty much. You gonna tell me that everything you have on is 100% cotton, 100% whatever. They ain't mixed nothing with the material that you have to put on your back. Come on, man. You're gonna be technical, then be technical all the way. You see? That's why the Most High gave us mercy and grace, the Israelites, because he knew we would be in captivity. Read Ezekiel 39 and 23. He knew we would be in captivity, slavery, and bondage under the worst of the heathen. And what do you think you're going to get in the work with the worst of the heathen? What do you think you're going to get? You're going to get the worst things that could be in the world. From who? The heathen. The worst of the heathen. The most wicked in all the world, it said. Ezekiel 39 and 23, this is what they know. And the heathen shall know that the house of Israel went into captivity for their iniquity, for their sins, because they trespassed against me. Therefore hid I my face from them, and gave them into the hand of their enemies. So fell they all by the sword. See? And that's what they did. I mean, most of our people don't even know. I mean, people be fighting over his name. Most of our people don't even know his name. They ain't gonna have a clue about his name. Look. Go to Daniel's, the first chapter. Just show you something that he didn't know, that we were in the captivity for our iniquity, breaking the Most High's laws. So, every time we pretty much went into captivity, these nations changed our names.